When you walk into a room, you've already said so much before you even open your mouth. Your body is broadcasting a message, loud and clear, telling everybody who you are and what you're about. So the real question is, are you actually in control of that message?
Just think about it for a second. When someone new walks in, what's the very first thing that registers? It's not their cool shirt, it's not the sound of their voice. No, it's something way more instinctual than that. Yep, that's the one. It's your posture, it's how you walk, it's the way you just exist in a space. This is the silent language of power and confidence, and today we are going to get you fluent. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to dig into why this silent language is so incredibly powerful. Then, we're going to get super practical, covering how to stand, walk, and sit with real authority. And to wrap it up, we'll look at how to make every single word you say hit with maximum impact. Okay, let's dive right into our first section, the power of presence. You might be thinking, does all this nonverbal stuff really matter that much? Well, let me tell you, the science on this is absolutely mind-blowing.
Just look at this breakdown. It's kind of crazy, right? A whopping 55% of how we communicate comes directly from our body language. Now, add in the tone of your voice, and you're at over 90%. That means almost all of your message gets delivered before anyone even processes the words you're saying. This is exactly why getting a handle on your nonverbal cues is such a game changer.
All right, now that we know the why, let's start building this thing from the ground up. Section 2, standing like a boss. This is literally the foundation of your physical presence. I mean, the difference here is just night and day. On one side, you've got this closed off, kind of submissive stance that just screams nervousness. And on the other, a powerful, open posture that takes up space and radiates confidence before you've even said hello. And this brings us to what should be your go-to stance, the wide posture. By planting your feet shoulder-width apart, you're creating a solid, stable base. This doesn't just feel more grounded physically, it sends a clear signal to everyone around you that you're solid, you're present, and you are in control. Now, for those moments where you need to project maximum authority, you've got the arms akimbo pose. Stand straight, pop those hands on your hips, elbows out. It's a classic dominance display. But let me give you a little word of caution here. This is a very aggressive posture. Use it sparingly and only in the right context. Otherwise, you just risk looking arrogant. Okay, let's get moving with section 3, walking with confidence. Because often, your walk is the very first impression you make. It's your presence in motion. There are 4 big keys here. First, a natural shoulder swing. It shows you're relaxed. Second, keep that head held high. Look where you're going, not at the floor. It shows you're engaged with the world. Third, get your hands out of your pockets. It's a sign of openness. And finally, and this is a big one, slow down. A powerful man is never in a hurry. He moves with purpose.
And hey, if you want to add a little extra flair, try the James Bond variation. One hand swings freely, the other is in your pocket, and this is the important part, keep that thumb out. It gives off this vibe of cool, relaxed confidence. It's powerful, but with this great air of effortless charm.
All right, time to shift gears. Let's talk about section 4, sitting with authority. Your power doesn't just disappear when you take a seat. You gotta own that chair just like you own the room.
So a really dominant seated position is the leg over cross. Back straight, one leg crossed over the other. And this is crucial, use your arms to take up space. Spread them out on the armrests or the couch next to you. It's a real high status pose. But again, context is key. In a more intimate setting, this can come off as arrogant, so use it wisely. So for your everyday go-to seated posture, look at this difference. You want to avoid being all closed off and tight. Instead, think open and relaxed. Keep your feet apart, your body open. It tells everyone you're comfortable, you're at ease, and you're in control of the situation.
And finally, let's bring it all home by amplifying your message. Section 5, communicating with impact. This is where we make sure your words actually land with force. I mean, how much of a difference can your hands really make when you talk? The answer is 50%. That's right, using your hands in the right way can make what you say up to 50% more impactful. It's the difference between someone hearing you and someone feeling what you're saying.
Let's quickly run through the 4 essential gestures. First up, the point. It's perfect for hammering home one single crucial word in a sentence. Just remember, a sharp finger point can feel aggressive.
So it's usually better to use an open hand if you're pointing to a person.
Now, from a specific point, you can go broad with the sweep. When you're talking about big ideas or all the possibilities, a nice wide sweeping gesture helps people visualize the scale of what you're saying. And to get more specific, again, you can use the frame. This is like creating a little box with your hands, right? It creates a visual container for your idea, helping your audience really picture a specific time frame or a concept you're outlining.
And lastly, for absolute, undeniable authority, you have the cut. It's that sharp, decisive chopping motion that just signals finality. This is for your non-negotiables. This is the bottom line. End of story. So, let's put it all together. Here's your blueprint for presence. Rule 1, always keep your body language open. 2, don't be afraid to take up space. 3, move and speak slowly, deliberately. And 4, through it all, maintain strong, steady eye contact.
You know, this really gets to the heart of it. Powerful body language isn't about puffing out your chest and demanding respect. It's about projecting a kind of presence that naturally commands it, because it shows you respect yourself first.
Look, this isn't just some abstract theory. It's a tool you can use today. The very next time you walk into a room, a meeting, any conversation, be conscious of your presence. So the real question I want to leave you with is this: how will you command your space?